Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we are going to talk about how you can boost your conversion rate by offering Bitcoin as a payment option. Neil, what are your thoughts around this?
So Eric, do you own any Bitcoin?
I do.
Okay. What have you noticed with your price of the Bitcoin that you own?
For the most part, it goes up, except until recently.
All right. But on a daily basis, what happens to the price?
Well, it fluctuates.
How much does it fluctuate by? What percentage point if you had to take a guess?
I think if we're to average it out, it could be around 5% or so.
Sometimes 10%,
Yep.
sometimes 20%. There's really drastic swings. If you're a believer that Bitcoin is going to rise in the long run, you're in a good position if you're willing to take it. If you don't believe it's going to go up in the long run, then you shouldn't take it. But there's a lot of people out there who have Bitcoin. And yes, I know the majority of the world doesn't have Bitcoin, but there's still a lot of people, millions and millions of people who own some Bitcoin or at least one Bitcoin. If you can, add Bitcoin as a payment option to your checkout, and there's a lot of payment processors who will help with this, you can end up making money in the long run as long as you're willing to hold. In the short run, I believe you're going to end up losing money, but in the long run, you should end up making more money. And adding other payment options to your checkout page usually doesn't hurt conversions. People will either select it or they won't. But if you're a holder, you'll do well. Eric, I know you were running advertising for a company called Polymath, right?
Right.
ICO. What was the number one site that you guys spent most of your marketing dollars on?
CoinMarketCap.com.
Okay, and when you pay CoinMarketCap, what do you have to pay them in?
You paid them in crypto, either Ethereum or Bitcoin.
Yes, and CoinMarketCap, they've made millions and millions of dollars, maybe even hundreds of millions. What's funny is people are like, oh, their ads aren't that expensive. How did they make all this money? It's because Bitcoin has gone up in price. If if it never went up that much in price, and same with Ethereum, they wouldn't have made as much money. So the reason they lucked out is because they held on to it.
Yep. So on my end, just practicality, just to give you guys some things you can do. Coinbase actually added the ability to take crypto as of recently. So as Neil said, he's completely right. Sometimes people want to pay in cryptocurrency. Sometimes people want to pay in PayPal. Sometimes people want to pay through credit card. So you have that option, and then there's some other options you can find too. I can also say that Stripe, as of recently, removed the Bitcoin payment option, but that's not to say that they won't be back, just because they don't think it's practical right now. But they might bring it back in the future. Who knows? So I think it's important because there's people around the world that are they call it HODL now in Bitcoin. So it's basically another version of hold. It's basically it's gamer speak. So
Wait, what does this stand for?
HODL. It's HODL. It's just hold spelled wrong. But that's the people that are fans that's how they break it down.
Yeah, if you're a big believer, do it. If not, don't do it. I'm a believer. Eric's a believer. You're not going to end up making money in the short run. If your margins on your product or service aren't that large, I don't recommend taking Bitcoin or Ethereum because you may end up having cash flow issues. If you're flush with cash and you don't need to worry about money, or you have really high margins such as like 70, 80%, by all means, take some Bitcoin. And yes, you can sell some off to pay for your costs, so that way whatever's left in Bitcoin is just your quote unquote profit. But don't do this unless your margins are extremely good. The volatility can really crush your business if you don't have high margins.
Yep. So that's it for today. There's not much more to add. But before you go to singlegrain.com/giveaway to check out our daily giveaway. And we will see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.